Okay, hello everyone again. This lecture is lecture 10, I guess so. Just 1 second, I will share the screen with you. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, great. So this exercise was as homework last lecture, okay, and we did it during the lecture, but it was just for you a chance in order to do it yourself. Actually, part 4, which is editing your writing, it's so simple, so easy. Okay, just 1 second because some student trying to come in. Okay, Noor.
Woodian, teacher.
Oh,
How are you doing? Yeah,
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Okay. Yes, we're talking about actually this part is so easy. Okay, which is right after the homework, which is part 4. Actually, it's talking about like descriptive and using adjectives. For example, underline the adjective and so on. You can do it yourself. Okay, we don't need to study it together, but you can do it yourself. Just reading. It's not difficult at all. Okay. We're gonna move to this unit 3, okay? Part 1, which is stimulating ideas, okay? When talking about stimulating, the word stimulating is just to provoke your mind in order to generate idea, okay? Just to think and try to stimulate or generate ideas, for example, to describe something or to say something, okay? Now, before going into this unit, we will try to describe this picture. Okay, we can see like a little girl in this picture. Who can like just give it a try to describe this picture?
Okay, doctor.
Okay, go ahead, please.
There is a little boy.
A girl or boy? What do you think?
Boy or I think
a girl.
A girl.
Yes,
Yeah?
it's a girl. Yes.
This is a little girl, and she is walking with her mother, I think, and she is talking on the phone with anyone.
With someone.
I think
with someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's going to some place.
Yes.
I don't know.
She's walking, for example. Yes, in the street.
Yeah, she's walking. She is a smile. She's feeling happy.
Yes.
Because she is walking and speaking, talking on the phone. Is that all?
Yes, I think it's a girl because you see that her hair like is tied together as
Yeah.
ponytail, right?
You're right, yeah.
Okay. So we see, as your friend said, we see that there is a little girl holding hands with an adult, maybe He's or she's a parent, her parent, okay. The child or this girl appears to be smiling, okay. She's touching like or holding a phone and she's talking to someone, right?
Yeah.
Talking about her and her parent dresses, they are dressed in casual outfit, right?
And matchy.
Yes.
And
Yes,
match to each other. Yeah.
Much, yes.
much, yes. And they are standing or walking in a city street.
They're
Okay.
walking.
Yes, they are
Walking.
walking
They are
because
walking.
we can see in the background like some buildings,
As
some vehicles or cars maybe,
behind
and
them.
some pedestrians. People walking in the street. Okay, in Arabic we say mushat.
Yeah.
Okay, and the white lines in the ground, in the street ground, okay, it's called pedestrian crossing, which is mamar al-mushat. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, a girl, and we describe the background. The girl smiling, phone. She seems that she's talking to someone, and etc. Okay. This is called stimulating ideas. Okay, when, for example, I have something in front of me and I need to describe it, or I have, for example, something in my mind and I need to deliver the message or the idea or the picture to the reader or to the listener. So I need to stimulate or generate something. So, for example, words. For example, imaginary pictures in order to deliver the picture or the message to the reader or to the listener. Okay, so I need to use it when I describe something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move now to this paragraph. Bumping into Mr. Ravioli, sorry. Okay, bumping into, actually it means that when you meet somebody who you know, but you are not expecting to see him or her. Okay? Bumping into somebody, it's a phrasal verb. It means that when you meet somebody in the street or for example, in some place who you know, okay, but you don't expect to see him or her. It just seem to mean the word meet. Okay, to meet somebody without dating, for example. Okay. Okay. Who can read, please?
Okay. Can I try, Doctor?
Okay. Just I want other girls here to give it a try. Huda, Noor, Shahad, وديان.
Yeah, teacher, I'm ready if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Bumping
go ahead.
in ravioli. My daughter Olivia, who just turned 3, has an imaginary friend whose name is Charlie Ravioli. Olivia is growing up in Manhattan. Okay. And so Charlie Ravioli has a lot of local traits. He lives in an apartment on Madison and Langston. He
Lexington, yes.
yeah. He dines
Dine.
on a grill.
Just
Dines.
dines, yes.
قلتها بس خفت تكون غلط أول شيء. Or
Yes,
grilled
go ahead.
fruit and bottled water, and having reached the age of 7.
It's bottled.
Bottled.
Yes.
لأنينا bottled.
Bottled, yes.
And having reached the age of 7.5, he
And
feels
having reached.
rich.
Just say it as reached.
Okay. The age of 7.5, he feels or is thought old, but the most peculiarly,
Yes, excellent. Yes,
yeah,
peculiarly,
local thing
yes.
about Olivia's imaginary playmate is this: he is always too busy to play with her. She holds her toy cell phone up to her ear, and we hear her talk into it. Ravioli, it's Olivia. It's Olivia. Come and play. Okay, call me. Bye. Then she snaps it shut and shakes her head. I always get his machine, she says, or she will say, I spoke to Ravioli today. Did you have fun? My wife and I ask. No, he was busy working on a television, leaving it up in the air of the repairs electronic devices, or has his own talk show.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you so much.
Welcome.
This is talking about somebody who is imaginary. It's called Mr. Ravioli. Okay, my daughter Olivia, who just turned 3, يعني أصبح عمرها 3, okay, has an imaginary friend whose name is Charlie Ravioli. Olivia is growing up in Manhattan, and so Charlie Ravioli has a lot of local traits. When talking about somebody and his characteristics, okay, it's called traits. Traits, it's like features of somebody or
Yeah.
characteristics of somebody, okay, like صفات or like personal,
محلية.
for example, no, like personality, the personality of a person, okay. Characteristics like الصفات الشخصية. Traits, the same meaning, okay.
Yeah.
You can see its definition right here. Features or characteristics, okay. For example, when I say what are the traits of somebody, so for example, he is generous, he is creative, okay, talking about
Yeah.
his personality. He
Okay.
lives in an apartment on Madison and Livingston. He dines on, it means like eats, يتناول, grilled chicken, fruit, and bottled water, and having reached the age of 7.5. He feels or is thought old. But the most peculiarly local thing, peculiarly means like something which is strange, okay? It is an adverb, okay. It's called it means a strange thing, okay, in a strange way. Local thing about Olivia's imaginary playmate means child companion in play or recreation. Mate, it just means somebody who you know, okay. Is this he is always too busy to play with her. She hold, it means like to catch something, okay. Her toy cell phone up to her ear, and we hear her talk into it. Ravioli, it is her speech on the cell phone. It's Olivia. It's Olivia. Come and play. Okay, call me boy. Then she snaps it shut. Snaps when you close something with a sharp sound, okay? Because she's angry, maybe, or nervous, and shakes her head. I always get his machine, she says, or she will say, I spoke to Ravilio today, okay? Did you have fun? My wife and I ask. No, he was busy working on a television, leaving it up into the air. Leaving it up, it means to have something like still hanging, okay, like معلقا in the air. And if he repairs electronic devises or has his own talk show. Okay, as you see that Mr. Raviglio is an imaginary like playmate to Olivia, who is like a little child, and the same she is, okay? And she's imagining that she's talking to somebody who's calling Raviglio, okay? Below you can see some words and
Definition.
their definitions, okay? Here we have true and false, okay? Who can please read each one and say it if it's true or false?
Okay, number one, teacher.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, Olivia is 3 years old. It's false because she was 3.5, maybe.
No, he is 7.5. She is 3
yeah.
years,
Okay.
right? Yes.
I remember the half.
Okay. So it's true, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Not true, false.
Why?
Olivia, 7
Olivia
years.
is 3 years old, okay? Olivia has just turned 3, but
Okay. It's true.
Raviglio is 7.5.
7 years. Okay.
Okay. So it's true. Yes. Number 2.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Doctora.
Yes, go ahead.
General Revel is a real person. False.
False, yes. He is not a real person. Yes, thank you. Very good. Number 3.
Yes, Doctora.
Yes, go ahead.
Olivia often plays with Charlie Revel. True.
True or false?
True.
No, he is imaginary, okay, person. And we said here the writer said that he is too busy to play with her because he doesn't have any time to play with her. Okay, so she doesn't have the chance to play with Raviglio. Okay, so it's false. Yeah, thank you. Number 4.
Charlie Ravioli is very different from most New Yorkers. True. كان مختلف يعني بس هو لعبة كمان.
I think this is not mentioned. What do you think? Or no, we're talking about Raviglio has a lot of local traits. Local. It means that
Not different.
he has the same traits as local people, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
he is not different. So it's false, right?
Oh, right.
Yes, thank you. Number 5.
Yes, Doctora.
Yes, go ahead.
Olivia often talked to Charlie Revelio in person. False.
False. So all of them are false except for the first one, okay? Just first one is true, and the other sentences are false, okay? Here we have like some questions. Who is Olivia? Yes, who is Olivia?
Olivia is a girl.
Yes, she is the author's daughter, right? You can say that she is 3 years old. She lives in Manhattan, and for example, she can imagine things. Okay.
Okay.
How is Charlie Raviglio?
Charlie is a toy. Electronic toy.
No,
imaginary
it's not.
friend.
Yes, it's imaginary, or Olivia's imaginary friend. Okay. It's not a toy. The toy is the phone that she's holding, and she's talking to him on the phone.
Okay.
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 And according to the author, Charlie Revilio is typical New York. Why do you think so? Because why do you think that he is typical? Typical, like he is casual or like normal person. Okay. Why do you think so? Because I think because he is too busy always, maybe. What does Charlie Revilio eat and drink? Why do you think the author includes these details? What do you think? He also he usually drinks bottled water, right, and eats grilled chicken. Why do you think, this is the question, why do you think that the author includes these details about Revilio?
To add some descriptions of this person.
Yes, and the author said that he is a typical person as in New Yorkers, right? So he is like, he has the hint to say that all the local New Yorkers, they are the same. So this is like the typical traits or habits of people in New York. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to this part, which is the free writing. Actually, it is homework, and it is very important to know how you describe yourself. Okay, here we have in the books, we have some adjectives or some characteristics, some traits, okay, personal traits. You can choose some in order to describe yourself. This is your homework, to express yourself, to describe yourself using some of these adjectives. Okay, we have active, compassionate, difficult, hardworking, proud, athletic, confident, flexible, healthy, shy, boring, courageous, fun, intelligent, stubborn, busy, creative, generous, and organized. Okay, we have so many adjectives, or these are some traits, personal characteristics to describe yourself. Okay, you can use some of them, and please describe yourself using some of those adjectives. And you can add, like, for example, if you're talking about that you are active person, you are an active person, you can add some examples why you think yourself as an active person, for example. Okay, for example, I am an active person. I wake up early every morning. I have like a morning energy to do several things. Okay, here I included some examples or justifications why I think myself as an active person. Okay, try to justify why you think yourself so. Is it clear?
Clear.
Okay, and it is very important to know in English how you describe yourself, how you express yourself in English. Okay, so this is your homework, and this is very important homework. Okay, so give it a try and try your best to do it. Okay, here we have it is just for reading. Here we have, for example, you can say I am an a or an person. Okay, just include any adjective. Okay, and try to ask yourself those questions, and those questions can help you in writing about your traits. For example, if I say I am an for example, creative person. Okay, I am a creative person. Here, the question number one. If I put here in the blank, I am a creative person. Okay, this is my trait, for example, or my characteristic. Number one, the question: what experiences have you had that show you are a creative person, for example. Okay, you can ask yourself this question in order to justify your, for example, your speech. Okay, why do you think that you are a creative person? Okay, for example, because I organize things, because, for example, I enjoy writing short stories. Okay, because this is needs like creation. Okay, or something you need to create. And usually, for example, I receive feedback from teachers, from friends. Okay, this is like an example, because you need to enhance your trait. Okay, why do you think yourself as an active person, as a creative person, as like intelligent person? Okay, you need to ask yourself these kind of questions in order to like answer them. For example, what activities do you often do that show you are a creative person? For example, I write short stories, imaginary short story. I often draw. For example, I like to experiment like new things. For example, okay, I enjoy doing new things. Okay, this is what I meant by justification, or justifying your trait. Okay, when, for example, when you want to write this kind of topic or paragraph, okay, you will, for example, choose 2 or 3 traits from these books, and you need to add examples or justify why you think yourself as hardworking. Okay, why you think yourself as a healthy person. For example, because I'm usually on diet. For example, I eat healthy food, I go to the gym, etc. Okay, is it clear?
Easy, yeah.
Okay. I think the time running out. Okay. Right after the connection cut, we will deal with this exercise, and this is also important. Okay, because here we have like some adjectives talking about the personality, the feelings, appearance, and characteristic. When talking about personality, we can use, for example, cheerful, outgoing, optimistic, adventurous. Uh, do you know the meanings of these words?
Yeah.
Okay, what the meaning of cheerful?
مستمتع يعني محبب زي هيك يعني هو
Uh, cheerful,
يعني
yes.
yeah. ايه
Yes, it's simply it's happy, right?
yeah.
Yes, what the meaning of outgoing?
إنه منفتح أو خارج يعني ال... الشيء العادي يعني.
Yes, it means that you enjoy gathering with people. Okay, like a social person.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
like اجتماعي. Optimistic.
متفائل.
Yes. Optimistic in English, like just believing that good things will happen in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
Happen in the future. Just try to describe a word, or to explain it in English before going directly into English. Into Arabic, yes. Okay, adventurous.
Someone who wants
مغامر.
Sorry. Someone, yes.
She said that مغامر.
Yes, in English, someone who is not afraid.
Who put himself in the risk.
Yes, it's good. Somebody who is not afraid of taking risk, just okay, or of having risks. Okay. For example, this is to we have so many adjectives. Okay. To describe feelings, for example, I can say peaceful, nervous, embarrassed, gloomy, it's like sad, gloomy, sad, excited. To describe appearance, okay, those can help you. To say that, for example, he is stocky, it means that in Arabic we say, we use this word a lot. It means like, for example, who like who is not thin, neither thin, not fat.
Or fat.
Okay, and it's a little bit fat, but he is short. Okay,
He is fit.
not fit. No, he is
Okay.
almost fat, not thin, but he is short. In Arabic,
Okay.
we say معبى, stocky. Okay, an interesting adjective, right? He is short but fat. Okay, not a lot of fat. Okay, just he is moderate person but short and a little bit fat. So he is stocky.
Okay.
We have petite. What's the meaning of petite?
يعني when someone finishes his food with
No,
بتت إنه صحة وهنا.
no. هديك bon appetit. Right? Appetit. Bon appetit. Okay. This petite, for example, if a woman is petite, it means that she's short and thin, but in an attractive way.
Okay.
In Arabic, we say ناعمة. إذا بدنا نوصف حدا سوري أو شخص إنه هو نحيف وقصير شوي لكن in an attractive way. Okay. إيش
ناعم.
بالعربي؟ ناعم. ناعمة. Okay. It's similar to slim or thin. Okay, but she's short. For example, if I am describing a woman. Okay, so stocky is like معبى. petite ناعم. ناعم يعني قصير ونحيف شوي. Graceful.
هذا يعني slim. لا سمين ولا نحيف.
Yes, but he has like a attractive shape.
Okay.
يعني not bad, for example. Okay. يعني
يعني إنه يكون رياضي شوي.
Yes, رشيق. Excellent. Okay. Handsome.
Okay.
Handsome. Like
أكاديمي.
beautiful. Yes. Okay. If you want to, for example, describe characteristic, we can say intelligent, creative, social, same as outgoing, same meaning.
Yeah.
Organized, athletic. Athletic, it means that somebody who loves sport. Or do sport. Excellent. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here we can use like 4 words from here. Okay, from the books, and we can add. Hello again.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So before
But you don't share us.
the screen,
Okay.
you cannot see my screen?
No, we can't.
Okay, no
You
problem.
don't share it. Okay.
Yes, no problem. Just
Want to say something?
I'm thinking that I didn't get your attendance. Okay, Isra, I think she's here.
Yeah. Shahid.
Dua is here. Yes, Shahad here. Noor. Yes. Huda
Yeah.
and Widyan, right?
Right.
Okay, did I forget anyone?
No.
Okay, great. Yes, just 1 second. I will share my screen. I think we still have like two sessions, inshallah. Okay,
Yeah.
because this session number 10.
Yeah.
Yes, we will have like 12 sessions. Okay, and next one is July 10th, and right after the next is 17. I think 17 of July is the last day of the semester.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. Yes. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So in this,
we have to choose 4
sorry?
adjectives.
Yes, you need to choose 4 words from the chart, either to describe characteristic, appearance, feelings, personality, and you need to add examples in order to like convince the reader that, for example, you are shy, you are outgoing, you are, for example, creative, social, etc. Okay, like in this example, I'm shy. For example, I feel nervous when I meet new people. Okay, can you please, yes, can you please like choose one of these words in order to describe yourself, and why do you think so? For example,
Okay.
if I, yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm graceful. For example, I eat the healthy food every time. To be in this way.
Yes, I'm graceful. I eat healthy without the healthy food. Yes.
Yeah, I eat healthy food.
Yes.
And
have, for example, a slim or attractive shape.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Yes. Who can try? For example, if I say about like peaceful, for example, or optimistic, yes. For example, I am an optimistic person.
That's because you believe that everything happy will come soon.
Yes, very good. Because, for example, I believe that good things will happen, for example. Okay. For example, if I'm talking about outgoing, for example, I am I am outgoing without an. If I need to add a noun after it, so I say an outgoing person. But if I use it itself without a noun after it, so I don't need an. Either to say I am outgoing because this is an adjective. I am outgoing, or I am an outgoing person, or I am an outgoing girl. Okay. For example, I am outgoing. I can make friends wherever I go. Okay, and enjoy, for example, the companion with them.
Yeah.
Okay, you can describe yourself in this way. Okay, just add example to convince the person in front of you. Okay, is it easy or difficult?
So easy. It's local traits.
Yes, local traits. Yes. Yes, you can do it yourself. Okay, because right now I think we added already like 3 or 4 sentences. You can do it yourself, just to pick or choose one of these words and try to add an example for it. Okay. Yes, here we have example organization, an example paragraph. This is called example paragraph because it mainly depends on the example in order to convey your idea. Okay, because you only give example, so the reader clearly understands the writer's ideas about the topic. Okay, so the topic sentence, the first sentence introduces the topic. This is normal for you. It also includes the controlling idea or what the writer will say about the topic. This is, I think, familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
The supporting sentences, the middle sentences give examples that support the controlling idea. Okay. This example give a clear picture of the writer's specific meaning. Okay. So it mainly depends on the examples in order to make the reader understand your ideas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Concluding sentence, the last sentence of paragraph 3 states the topic and the writer has said about it. I think you are familiar with those. This is, I think, the last part, which is this paragraph. Okay, we will deal with it. Like a mule. Do you know what the meaning of a mule?
No.
A mule, actually, it's similar to a donkey. Okay, but also it like refers to a person who is stubborn.
Okay.
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 Do you know the meaning of stubborn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to.
Yes. Stubborn, for example, when you have, for example, stubborn person, or stubborn person, he is determined not to change his or her mind, even when people think that he is or
True.
she is being unreasonable, or for example, he is not right. Okay.
Yeah.
He just determined of not changing his mind.
His
Okay?
idea.
His ideas. Okay. So mule can be used to describe a person who is stubborn. Okay. And also he is an animal who is similar to a donkey.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, please. Who can read?
Okay.
Yes, دكتورة.
Who is talking? Isra or Shahad?
Yes.
Because I usually hear the voice with Yan and Dua, so I know their voices. But when somebody talk, I'm not familiar with their voices. Shahad? Yes, go ahead, Shahad.
Yes.
Like a mule. Yes, go ahead. You can read the first section. Yes, go ahead. Sorry. Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, go on.
I am a stubborn person, my friends, and
Okay, Shahad, when you, for example, finish a sentence, just you can pause a little, like stop a little. Okay, you can say, I am a stubborn person. Yani, make your voice down at the end of sentence, because it has like a full stop at the end. Okay, at the end of this sentence, we have full stop. You can say, I am a stubborn person. Okay, make your voice down in the end. Okay, at the end of sentence. I'm not saying, for example, I am a stubborn person, my friends. Okay, because here we have full stop, so it means that the sentence is over. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
My friends and relatives are sure about this because they have experience with me. For example, I do not take advice from other people. When I was looking for work, I had to make a choice between two jobs. My mother and my husband wanted me
Yes.
to talk
To take.
to talk to take a job in a child care center,
child care.
child care
Yes.
center, but I did not like it. I was stubborn and I did not take their advice. I took a different job at a bookstore. Also, I do not change my mind
My mind
easily. My mind easily.
easily.
For example, easily.
Yes.
For example, when I bought my car, I wanted it in white. The car dealer had all the other colors: green, gold, blue, even red. I said no, and we went to a different dealer on the freeway about 50 miles away. They
5
they
miles
had
away. Or
they
not 5,
had
sorry, 50 miles away.
okay 50 miles away.
Yes.
They had the car in white.
Yes.
Now I am driving a white car. Also, I always defend my opinions. For example, I do not like the wife of my husband's friend. She is a mean person, and
A mean
I
person. Mean.
a mean a, a mean person, and
Yes.
I told her what I thought of her. So we do not spend time together as couples. My life is not
Couples.
always
Yes, couples.
easy, but I am proud to be
I
a
am
strong
proud.
and
Proud.
but I am proud
Yes.
to be a strong and stubborn woman.
Stubborn woman.
Stubborn
Thank you so
woman.
much. Thank you for your reading. Okay. We just need like to read a lot. Okay, in order just to make our reading like smoothie. Okay, just read, because reading can expand our for example imagination. We can expand our vocabulary. We can like enhance our reading skills. Okay, so reading is very important. You need to like to make it as your daily habit or routine, to read like every day. For example, you can read from your book. You can read about any topic or anything you love to read, or for example to listen to. Okay, just make it as your daily routine to read, to listen in English. For example, after reading or listening, you can just like have like 2 minutes or 5 minutes just to try to talk in English what you have read or what you have listened. Okay, this is very important. Just like you are connecting output with the input. Okay, output, the things that you, for example, emerge it in yourself, for example, or putting in yourself. Okay, output, sorry, it is just like reading or speaking. Okay, what you're doing as an output. We have input, just uh, listening and for example writing. Okay, because when you have output like reading, you have for example the chance in order to generate, for example, writing or speaking. Okay, because reading is connecting with writing, and listening is connecting with speaking. So output and input. When you have input, something you have it in your mind, you will generate output. Okay, is it clear? Okay, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so just talking about the importance of reading. Okay, like for example, the reading in order to enhance your writing. Because if just like you are working on writing without reading, you are doing nothing actually. Okay, you need to read a lot in order to be able to write. Okay, this is the rule. And for example, if you need to speak or to talk in English, what thing you need to do? It just listening, because if you just working on speaking, how can I speak? How can I speak without listening? You cannot do anything. Okay? This is the golden rule in English. That's why like having these pieces of writing together in order to read it. Okay, or for example, otherwise I can say it to you, just read it yourself. Okay, that's why I need you to read in order like to grow this habit in you. Okay, yes please, who can read again one more time? Yes please, who can read like a mule? Yes, where are you? دعاء, إسراء, شهد, وديان. شهد, you read already. Yes, دعاء, إسراء, and وديان. Can you read, please? Okay, can you hear me, guys? دعاء, إسراء, وديان, شهد.
Yes, دكتورة.
Okay, I don't know where your colleagues are. Okay, no problem. I will read it again. Okay, like a mule, as I told you, mule is an animal, okay, who is similar to donkey, and it's also like an adjective or a word in order to describe a person who is stubborn. Okay, I am a stubborn person. Stubborn, as I told you, somebody who is determined not to change his mind, although he is, for example, or people around him say that he is not right. Okay, I am a stubborn person. My friends and relatives are sure about this because they have experience with me. For example, I don't take advice from other people. Okay, this is example number one about I am a stubborn person. Do you see that, for example, when I describe myself, I need to add example. I need to say why I think or I see myself as stubborn person. Okay, because people say that because they have experience with me. For example, I don't take advice from other people. When I was looking for work, I had to make a choice between two jobs. My mother and my husband wanted me to take a job in child care center, but I didn't like it. I was stubborn. Okay, this is like for example, an incident. Okay, or like short story, very short story about why I think myself as a stubborn person. Okay, you need to add those kind of examples in order to like enhance your writing. Okay. I was stubborn and I didn't take their advice. I took a different job at a bookstore. Also, I don't change my mind easily. For example, this is another example. Do you see? For example, I can just describe myself with just one trait, just one adjective, and like the rest of the paragraph, I can just add examples. Why people can you see me, for example, as stubborn person? For example, number one, for example, number two. Okay, so in this paragraph, the author added, for example, about the work that her mother and her husband said that you need to take a job in childcare, but I was stubborn. I didn't take their advice. Okay. Another example why I am a stubborn person. When I bought my car, I wanted in white. The car dealer like somebody who sells, okay, had all the other colors, green, gold, blue, and even red. I said no. We went to different dealer on a freeway about 50 miles away. They had the car in white. Now I am driving a white car. Okay, so I was determined not to change my mind. Okay, and I think a lot of women have like this trait, right, girls? What do you think? Do you
What
think?
do you mean about the features of this man? Sorry, because I went up and came right now.
Okay, no problem. I'm just like explaining this paragraph, talking about like a stubborn person. Okay,
Okay.
and I said that a lot of women have this trait, which is like they have a stubborn trait in their personality or their character, right?
All the women?
A lot of women, not all women.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think so? Because, for
Yeah.
example,
All the time we
they
don't
are
want to
determined
change
that
our
I am
ideas.
right.
Okay. We
Sorry.
don't listen to the advices.
Yes, to the pieces of advice, and especially from men. I don't know why. From
Okay.
like from women the same gender, I think it's easier,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know what is the secret behind this.
Mm.
So this woman in this paragraph is talking about herself, that she's stubborn person, and I think stubborn person is not good all the time. Sometimes you need to be stubborn a little bit, okay, but all the time
Some
it's
positions, not everything.
yes, it depends, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
About the
so
case. Okay.
yes. As I told you, for example, in this example paragraph, this is called an example paragraph. Why? Because all my ideas are depending on the examples which I need, for example, to add in order to convey my opinions to the reader, in order for the reader to understand
To convince.
my ideas.
Okay.
Okay, so in this, for example, paragraph, the author added, for example, this is number one, okay, about the work or jobs. Sorry, and she already added another example about the car, that she's stubborn to have a white car. Okay, this is another example in order to make the reader convince that she is stubborn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I am driving a white car. Also, I always defend my opinions. For example, another example, you see, this is example number 3. You can just, for example, when you need to describe yourself, your characteristics, you don't need, for example, to add 3 or 4 characteristics or traits in order to convey them to the reader. No, you just use one characteristic one trait,
And
okay, one
support.
adjective, and just try all the time, or the rest, within the rest of the paragraph, just to justify or to say why you think yourself, for example, an active person, why you think yourself a stubborn person. Okay, so in this paragraph we have like 4 examples or 3 examples. Okay,
For one adjective.
okay, and for one, just only one adjective. Excellent. For example, I don't like the wife of my husband's friend, and I think this trait in all the women, or
Yeah,
like,
right.
yes, or wives. Okay, for example, she doesn't like the wife of a friend of my husband. Why? I don't know.
No reason.
Okay. Yes, with no reason. Yes, she's a mean person. Mean person, it means like mean, like not kind. Yes, it has 2 meanings, like not generous, like stingy, or not
Yeah.
kind, like cruel, not kind, like وضيع, okay, or سيء, or بخيل. And I told her what I bought of her. I thought of her. So we don't spend time together as couples. My life is not always easy because she's stubborn, but I am proud to be a strong and stubborn woman.
She defends her idea.
Sorry?
We defend our ideas.
Defend our ideas or our opinions. Yes. Do you have any questions about an example paragraph? This is just to help you in order to describe yourself, as I told you in the homework. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we have like analysis to analyze this paragraph. What are the 3 main ways in which the author is stubborn? Those 3 examples that already added. Why does the author say her life is not easy? Because, for example, she always defends her opinions.
Her opinion.
Okay, she doesn't, for example, take advices from people around her. Okay, we can say so. Here we have circle the topic and underline the topic controlling idea. As you are familiar, here I am stubborn person. Okay, my friend and relative are sure about this because they have, okay, experiences with me. What is the topic here and what is the controlling idea? What do you think?
I am a stubborn person is the topic sentence.
Yes.
And
and we have inside the topic sentence, we have topic and controlling idea. You remember this idea?
About my friends and relatives are sure about this because they have experience with me. The porter's ideas start.
Okay, the topic sentence is just the first one. I am a stubborn person, right?
Right.
This is topic sentence. What is the topic here? What is the topic and what is the controlling idea? The topic is.
The topic is I'm a stubborn person.
No, inside the topic sentence, you remember this idea, Wudian?
Sorry, the topic.
Inside the topic sentence, we have the topic which is more general, and we have the controlling idea which is more specific. Okay, what I want, for example, to talk about the topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can say that I is the topic and the controlling idea is stubborn person. Right. Because what really? I want to talk about okay, that I am a stubborn person. So the controlling idea that would control all my topic is stubborn person. This is controlling idea. Remember that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Here we have like some other questions. Read the second sentence. What do you expect the supporting detail to describe? It's not important. How many examples does the author give? We already talked about this. Write one example that shows the author's stubbornness. Okay. Because she's already added
Okay.
like 3 examples. You can choose one of them. Do all supporting sentences support the topic sentence? What do you think? Yes or no?
For sure. Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
Underline the concluding sentence twice. Does it restate the topic sentence? What do you think? Does it
Underline.
restate the topic sentence? Restate. It means like to say
Yeah.
it in different words.
Yeah, it restated.
Yes, excellent. What does the author add to the concluding sentence that is not in the topic sentence? What do you
Talked
think?
about the stubborn personality.
I think she added the feelings about being stubborn. This is added to the concluding sentence that is was not found or existed in the topic sentence, okay? Because in the concluding sentence, she added her feelings about being stubborn.
The adjective, yeah.
Okay, so as I told you, in the concluding sentence, you can add your opinion, your feelings. You can restate the topic sentence, okay? You can add your advice, for example, your feelings towards something, etc. In your opinion, does the author like being stubborn? Yes, I think so, right? Because here she said
all the details of the topic are talking about the stubborn.
Yes, and she said, I am proud to be
strong
and stubborn woman. So she likes this trait in her. She likes being stubborn. Why? Yeah. Because she thinks that this is like a sign of like strength in her personality, right?
Proud of it.
Yes, and she's proud of it. Okay, thank you so much. This is not required, exercise 5. Okay, you can delete it. And thank you so much for today.
Thank you to you.
Like your participation and your attendance, and I hope you have it like easy. And this like session is so important. And don't forget to write about your personality or characteristics. Okay, so this is, I think, on page, I will rewrite it on the group, no problem. On exercise 5 on page 54. Okay, try to choose one, for example, characteristic, or 2 characteristics. Just added, you need to add examples like to enhance this trait that you already chosen. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any question for today's session or for?
No, thank you. It was so interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Take care. See you inshallah next session.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Doctora?
Yes.
Can you tell us about some topics to preparing it for the final exam?
Okay, actually, it's not a matter of just setting or identifying some topics or some titles. Okay, it's just matter of classifying those kinds of paragraphs into, for example, I can tell you study a descriptive paragraph. So I can ask you to describe yourself, describe a person you love, describe your city, describe a place you love to go. Okay, this is called like under the title of descriptive paragraph. For example, I can tell you study an example paragraph like this one. You can just need to add example in order to for example, for the reader to make him understand your idea. Okay, I can give you, for example, we have, like, as I told you, many kinds of paragraphs. We have expository paragraph, just to expose your idea. You have example paragraph, you have descriptive paragraph, you have narrative paragraph. You need, for example, to narrate something or to tell a story of something. I can ask you, tell me a sad story that happened with you. Tell me about an unforgettable day for you. Okay, this is the narrative paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank
you need to study in this way.
Yeah.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes, Doctora. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, and see you inshallah next lecture. Bye bye.
Goodbye, Doctora. Thank you.
Goodbye.